warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is KARIRA and you can call me KARIRA. I am from Overiji 2018, a study program in Physics Education, a Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Malang State University. And here I will make a video that will discuss about matters. This video is for fulfill achievement of English for Physics taught by Mr. Nur. A meter is an electrical measuring device which is used to measure electric current through the circuit. Electric currents are measured in amperes or A. An ammeter is a low voltage voltmeter in parallel with a small resistant resistor. Ammeter can be used to measure very small electrical currents called microamperes, which is a million of an amp, or very large and dangerous currents like from 1 to 100 amps. The relation between electric current, magnetic fields, and physical force was first noted by Hans Christian Ørsted in 1820. Observe a compass needle was deflected from pointing north when a current flowed in an adjacent line. Ørsted found that the compass needle moved when placed near a wire or conductor with electricity. Andre Marie Ampere realized how important Ørsted's discovery was. He immediately conducted an experiment. From his experiments, he found that the coil is a permanent, that the soft iron in the coil turns into a magnet, and the coil containing a soft iron rod becomes a strong magnet. The two adjacent conductors with electric currents emit one another's force. Finally, Ampere found the mathematical law to calculate this force. This law was then known as the electrodynamic law, which became the basis of Maxwell's electromagnetic theory. Ampere makes a device to measure electric currents, which then develops into a galvanometer. He suggested 26 electromagnetic telegraphs and a commutator or rotary switch. This commutator was first used in the PC electric generator in 1832. Ampere also contributed to knowledge in the field of statistics, chemistry, crystallography, mechanics, and optics. Part of the ammeter's invention in the picture. The first is L, consisting of the lowest or zero scale and the highest scale. Then there is a positive terminal. There is also a negative terminal. Measuring limit, that is the value of the needle when pointing to the highest scale. There is also a scale pointer or an analog ammeter. This needle is attached to a moving coil so that it can move based on the circulation of the currents entering the moving coil. The needle has a measure wheel function which will move and stop at a scale that is in accordance with the measured quantity. Then this curve serves to determine the ampere polarity. Besides that, the curve is also used to determine the positive pole of the ammeters. Then is calibrator, serve to determine the calibration or designation of the scale at zero correctly, in line with the scale pointer. Next is crown, serve to determine the negative pole of the ammeters. And then reflecting mirror, which is on a scale board, which is shown as a quid for the accuracy of scale readings. There are many types of ammeters in the world. among others are the first is moving coil ammeters. There are several galvanometer is moving coil ammeter. It is magnetic deflection where current passing through a coil placed in the magnetic field of a permanent magnet causes the coil to move. The modern form of this instrument was developed by Edward Weston and used two spiral springs to provide the restoring force. The uniform air gap between the iron core and the permanent magnet pulls make the deflection of the meters linearly proportional to currents. These meters have linear scales. The meters movements can have full scale deflection for currents from about 25 microamperes to 10 milliamperes. Because the magnetic field is polarized, the meter needle acts in opposite direction for each direction of currents. A DC ammeter is the sensitive to which way ground it is connected. Most are marked with a positive terminal, but some have center zero and can display currents in either direction. A moving coil meter indicates the average of a varying current through it, with is 0 for AC. For this reason, moving coil meters are only usable directly for DC, not AC. This type of meter movement is extremely common for both ammeters and other meters derived from them, such as a voltmeter and ohmmeter. Next is moving magnet ammeters. Moving magnet ammeters operate on essentially the same principle as moving coil, except that the coil is mounted in the metal case and a permanent magnet moves the needle. Moving magnet ammeters are able to carry larger currents than moving coil instruments, often several tens of amperes, because the coil can be made of thicker wire and the current does not have to be carried by the hairsprings. Indeed, some ammeters of this type do not have hairspring at all, instead using a fixed permanent magnet to provide the restoring force. Then, electrodynamic ammeters. An electrodynamic movement uses an electromagnet instead of the permanent magnet of the uncertain movement. This instrument can respond to both alternating and direct currents, and also indicate true RMS for AC and C wattmeter for an alternative use for this instrument. Next is moving iron ammeters. Moving iron ammeters use a piece of iron which moves when adjusted to contain the electromagnetic force of a fixed coil of wire. The moving irometers was invented by Austrian engineer Friedrich Drexler in 1884, and this type of meter responds to both direct and alternating currents. The iron element consists of a moving pen attached to a pointer and a fixed pen surrounded by a chain. As alternating or direct current flows through the coil and induces a magnet field in both fans. The fans repel each other and the move fan deflect against the restoring force provided by fine helical springs. The deflection of a moving irometer is proportional to the square of the current. Consequently, such meters would normally have a nonlinear scale, but the iron parts are usually modified in shape to make the scale very linear over most of its ring. Moving iron instrument indicate the RMS value of any AC wave from a plate. Moving iron ammeters are commonly used to measure current in industrial frequency AC circuit. Next is hardware ammeters. In a hardware ammeter, a current is through a wire which expands as it hits. Although these instruments have slow response time and low accuracy, there were sometimes used in measuring radio frequency currents, and this also measured through RMS for an update AC, and then digital ammeters in much the same way as the analog ammeter form the basis for a wide variety of diverse meters, including voltmeters. The basic mechanics for a digital meters is a digital voltmeter mechanism, and other type of meter are built around this. Digital ammeter design use a sun resistor to broadcast a solid voltage proportional to the current flow. This voltage is then measuring a digital voltmeter through use of an analog or two digital converter, and the digital display is calibrated to display the current through the screen. Such instruments are often calibrated to indicate the RMS value for a standard only, but many design will indicate the true RMS within limitation of the weight factor. And the last one is integrating ammeters. An integrating current meters calibrating ammeters hold or charge, and there is also a range of different referred to as integrating ammeters. In these ammeters, that the current is somewhat over time, giving us a result the product of current and time, which is proportional to the electrical charge transferred with the current. This can be used for measuring energy, or the charge needs to be multiplied by the voltage to give energy, or for estimating the charge of a battery or capacitor. Setting up an ammeter is not complicated. However, it must be done with caution. An incorrect setup may not only run your ammeter but also could result in a fire, or worse yet, serious injury or death. Ammeter in the measurement of a circuit needs to be kept in serious account to current your measurement. This is because current does not change if it is through a series of series, and will be defined if it passes through a series current in parallel. Further detail can be seen in the following picture that illustrates the placement of an ammeter in the series. Although the current in series is measured, the placement of the ammeter in a circuit will affect the measurement. This is because the ammeter has an internal resistance so that it will add to the total resistance of the circuit. So, it will charge the amount of current that has previously only flowed to the prisoner in the initial circuit. Can be seen in the picture. If R1 is an ammeter, then to measure the current in the circuit is to install R1 series with R2 or circuit load. If R1 is released, then the circuit resistance is only R2, so the current that actually flows is A equals E over R2. When R1 or measuring instrument is installed, the current becomes A equals E over R1 plus R2, so that the ammeter does not affect the measurement. A small internal resistance is needed so that R1 plus R2 is R. The smaller the resistance of the ammeter, the smaller the calculation area. The small amount of resistance also affects sensitivity of the measuring instrument. Ammeter sensitivity is the amount of current needed for maximum deflection of the measuring instrument. The smaller the amount of current, the higher the sensitivity. Ammeters work based on the principle of magnetic force of lower force. When the current flows through the coil is enclosed by a magnetic field of lower force, a resist will move the deviant pointer needle. If the current passes through a large coil, then the force that arrest will also be large, so that the pointer diffusion will also be great. And vice versa, when the current is not present, the pointer will be returned to its original position by this break. The magnitude of the force referred to in accordance with the various force principle. If we are going to measure the current passing through the conductor using the ammeter, we must install the series by cutting the conductor so that the current flows past the ammeter. For more insight, look at the picture. After we open the switch press, then we break the conductor and connect the ammeter into place. And after the ammeter is installed, we can know the magnitude of the current flowing through the conductor and reading by ammeters of the pointer. Indicating the method characteristic of the measuring instrument must be considered because the pointer does not always state the numbers as they are. Measure current strength we can be calculated by the formula E equal the dissipated number divided by the maximum scale and multiplied by A, with A is ammeter use. Well, this is my video. I hope that what I say can beneficial for you. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.